Brighton, Hove Albion. Well, Manchester City 2, Brighton, Hove Albion 2. My dad's doing a wank in the toilet, for fuck's sake. Or piss in the toilet, whatever you want to class it as. But it's 2-2. Final score. We were 2-1 up. We were 1-0 up. Had chances to win the game. Could easily have lost it though. Brighton had some very good chances as well. I think, is it Bamba Bar or something like that? He missed an absolute sitter over the bar from about 3-4 yards out. Matoma had one where Ortega had to get down to save it at the near post. They had one where the ball went in the box and no one got a touch on it. So Brighton arguably had the better chance today and they could have easily won the game. So from that aspect, the draw isn't really a bad result, and we're still in 5th spot, which and it has been confirmed that 5th place gets Champions League for next season as well. And I feel like we've just got to get over the line with the top 4 or the top 5 and just end the season and rebuild the squad, because the midfield's absolutely a joke. It's slower than a care home, can't create a single thing. The wingers can't score, they can't create either. We need a new goalkeeper. Ortega's shit and Edison's shit. We need a new right back as well. And maybe even more centre-backs, to be honest, because the defence has been a problem all season. And if it wasn't for, like, Haaland's goals and Mamouche, who's been a massive influence since coming in, would be even lower than where we are on the table. It's been a really shit season. But we could still win something. But that Bournemouth game, if we played like that today, Bournemouth were absolutely hammer us. Because Bournemouth have been a great side at home all season. We've been shit away all season. And if we play like that today, we're getting beat and knocked out of the cup against Bournemouth. But I've seen, like, people saying Pep out. Like, it's been one bad season, and how many years at the club is it? 9, 10? Coming up to 10 anyway. And just because he's had one bad season, they forget what he's won with us. And it's just not acceptable with some of our fans saying Pep out. Right, I'm saying this now. If you want Pep Guardiola out, number 1, go support someone else. Number 2, which manager you'd want to replace him. And tell me why the manager you want to replace him is a better manager than him. And see, you can't tell me that answer, can you? Like, they just want Pep out just because he's not doing well this year. But then, come to it, they can't think of a replacement that's better than him, can they? They might come out with some shit like Vincent Kompany. But Vincent Kompany hasn't been particularly great this season. Yeah, Bayern are top of the league, and they're in the quarters of the Champions League. But, number 1, the Bundesliga is a lot worse than the Premier League in terms of competitive levels. And number 2, the Champions League, getting to a quarter-final isn't that big of an achievement for a club like Bayern Munich, as they've won it 6 times. And Inter will be a very tough game for them as well. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an upset in that one and a knock Bayern out. But we'll have to wait and see. And we've won the treble 4 in a row. Like, why do you want Pep out? Just because of one bad season? Yeah, his team selections this season have been poor at a lot of times this season, but the squad that we put out today should be good enough to beat Brighton at home. And not only that, Brighton had the better chances to win the game, and it was at the Etihad as well. So regardless of what team Pep put out today, no disrespect to Brighton, we should be winning against them. But we've dropped points against them. We dropped points to Brighton away. We dropped various silly points this season against a lot of teams that we should be beating. So we deserve to be where we are, and we're lucky not to be worse off, because we've been an awful team all season. And if teams like Tottenham were better, United, Newcastle, Chelsea would be properly in the mud, but we're still going to be 5th more than likely for this weekend. and it's an international break, and then after that it's the cup match, and then our next league game is at home to Leicester. If we don't beat them, then seriously, what the fuck? Like, it's just been an absolute stinker of a season, and I want the season over. And that's, like, the first time in, like, how long since I've been a Manchester City fan that I've actually said that at the end of the season, that I'm happy that it's over. But City till we die. The players that we've got right now, half of them are not good enough, and they need to go. Because they're just shit in the nicest way possible. And that's what I've got to say. Take care. Have a good Saturday night. And I've got a girlfriend as well. Come on.